your background's in mechanical engineering. Why are you the person to build Envonics? Like, why should someone invest in you? Why should we be paying attention to what you're building?
Right. That's a great question. Really, why me? Because I'm going to make it happen.
I
Uh,
love that.
right. Because
You're
like
here
I
right now,
feel,
aren't you? So I think you're
yeah,
making it
we're
happen.
doing it. We're doing it, and when we're showing results, right? Like first time entrepreneurs, building a system from scratch that's never been used before, really building something innovative for the industry. And for me and my co-founder, it's all been about the mindset and the culture that we're building. About there's no failures. There's only learning lessons and wins, right? If we could take these learning lessons and understand what we did wrong and know how to take it to the next level, we can start pumping out wins. And wins make us grow. Makes the plant grow, makes us grow. Right. So, and then the culture that we want to build, right? It's a culture of abundance, right? There's enough to go around for everybody. Let's support each other and let's keep growing together, right? There's a culture of hard work, of teamwork, of working with each other. I think that's super important for us. So yeah, the mindset and the culture that we're trying to build here, really makes us the right team to make this happen.
Dude, yeah, I can't say how important mindset and
Yeah,
team, like the core team, is to early stage startups. It's everything. If
right,
if you instill that culture in your organization, it's going to work its way through to everyone, especially when it's coming from the top, right? And I think that
right,
you're 100% right. Like, there's no fail. You may not do something that works out in optimal fashion, but that's nothing you can't learn from. And when
right,
and when you can, like, take away that you didn't necessarily, you might have failed in terms of what you expected to see. That doesn't mean you can't change that going forward,
right.
and get the results you want. If you keep working at it, but you got to learn from those
Exactly.
mistakes.
Right, right.
Yeah.
You have to know what you did. You have to be aware of them, right? Don't be hard on yourself, but rather look at it and be like, okay, let's see what we could have done differently to produce the outcome we wanted, and then taking that into the next event. And that's experience, right? That's how
Yeah.
you gain experience. And I think just the mindset of not accepting failures, but looking them at learning lessons is a game changer.
100%. 110%. I That's how I look at it these days. I'm like, and I really like dive deep and I analyze, and I'm like, all right, I come at it from different angles, and I'm like, all right, if I came at it this way, how could the results have changed, and would they have changed for the better or for the worse? And if I came at it from this way, and I kind of really kind of think through all the different kind of scenarios that I could come up with,
Mhm.
to kind of figure out, all right, let's try it this way, and then you just kind of, it's test and iterate, right? It's a learning process.
Right.
Yeah.
And that first decision you made that produced that result, like that's what you felt was right at that moment. That's what you thought, hey, this is going to be the best move, right? And it turns out it wasn't. There's probably a better move, but you know that and you learn from it and you grow from it. And I think what's also really important is when we talk about your team, right? Having an open team, like having someone there that will call you out on your bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
It's so important, so you don't end up too high on your horse. Someone knocks you back down and be like,
Right.
yo, we're all in this, we're doing this together. Like let's get after it. So I think that's also important when you're talking about culture.